Yes, it's Thursday. It's another thankful Thursday. Health, strength, and your ability to create wealth. What are you thankful for? This Thursday, I'm thankful for isolation. Yes, isolation. To be alone, segregated from, just all by yourself. A lot of people may look at the word isolation, they may think that it's a bad thing. But when you isolate something, what it starts to do is it starts to create and actually see itself and the value within itself. What are you talking about? Have you ever thought about, or if you think about some of the trees that they find in the wild, they grow up to enormous sizes because they're isolated. Nobody's touching them, nobody's coming in contact with them, and they get to grow into their full true potential from being in isolation. When we think about things that are all around us, think about the ideas that comes into your mind. How many of them are actually formulated from the things you see around you? Now think about if you was not in the vicinity of those variables and you are isolated. What thoughts would you have then? Isolation is so key because when we look at things that are accomplished in a lot of things, a lot of people say it comes from them being in a type of meditation or being isolated, so they get the chance to be alone with their thoughts. For some people, they have a hard time being isolated or a hard time even being alone from people. And that's just their personality. But I would challenge you and I would say this. Take some time and isolate yourself from all the happenings that's happening, the hustle and the bustle, and try and find some time routinely and start to be with yourselves. Some of us may take that time and write. Some of us may take that time to just listen. Some of us may take that time to reflect over the things that are happening. But I would say is just isolate yourself for a particular time being. Maybe it's 30 minutes a day. Maybe it's, every 3 days you take an hour just for yourself, just to be isolated from all the hustle and bustle and things that come around. And I would challenge you this. I want you to write down the things that you actually get to discover about yourself in this isolation. There's a lot of people, they're not happy with themselves. And so what they do is they try to mask it by going to various different events and socializing with various different people because they don't want to deal with themselves. And so in order not to deal with themselves, they just find other things that they put in the front of themselves. Isolation allows you to come in contact and to know who you are and what you stand for. When we look at some things, there's some people that go to jail and they're incarcerated for years on end, and they come on out with different skills and different degrees that they've acquired. And when you interview a lot of them, they would say that being isolated changed their life. It actually saved their life. Because there was a way from all of the things that was happening around them, that isolation allowed them to look introspectively inside themselves and see the flaws, but not only see the flaws, to correct them and to make the adjustments necessary to be a better person. Isolation is something that you need to inspect. It's something that you need to take a keen interest in, because as you start to isolate yourself, you start to gain a deeper appreciation for who you are and what you stand for. You also identify some of your flaws, and you can make those corrections. Isolate. That's what I'm thankful for. Yes, it's another thankful Thursday. Health, strength, and your ability to create wealth. Remember, you can have the life you want. It's just up to you to create it. Thanks for watching.